Hello, Terra Nouveau Lyceum, and hello, world. I'm your host, Alva. Today, we are going to be drawing cards from the Gateway Oracle by Denise Linn. So, we really like Denise Linn here. Always get really great readings from her cards. So, before we get started, I want everyone to take a nice, deep, cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. I'll go ahead and show you these cards. Once again, we have this fun, sort of whimsical artwork going on here. Let's see what the universe has to say to us today. Or not just today, but the next 3 days. So this reading's for January 31st, February 1st, and February 2nd, 2022. Again, surreal with the dates. And it's a little odd because it's last day of January. Happy birthday, Sam. And then we have February 1st and February 2nd. So, split month, same week. Anyway, let's just see what the universe has to say. Okay. Oh, that one popped right on out. There we go. Alright, we have officially entered Aquarius season. We did that actually, not quite 2 weeks ago. Almost, like a week and a half ago. So, we're now dealing with our air energies. So, we've got here the cards. So, that's reflected here in our message. Sometimes the astrology follows the guidance, and sometimes it's not ever really off. It's just you have to look for it a little bit more closely, or it becomes more personalized and you have to look in your chart. Sometimes you can see broader astrological themes in some of our messages. So just thought about that. Alright, so it feels like a weather forecast reading. These are sort of a series of things that we're being told to do, but they kind of, they all aid and abet each other. So, first card is, surprise, more healing. Right? Like, okay, the never-ending cycle of healing. But it very specifically says healing the past. So we've been seeing kind of a theme around healing, but we've been sort of guided each week to look at different areas that may need healing. You know, it was kind of relationships or parental relationships, and then it was, you know, other relationships. But this is healing the past. And it says, I step into my future with strength and clarity. And we've got pictures of a bamboo forest here. And here's the thing about bamboo. So it will put down roots anywhere from like 2 to 5 years before it ever sprouts up out of the ground. Okay, or it'll be like a very little sprout out of the ground, and then it's got this enormous, elaborate root system. And then once all that root system is in place, it shoots up, can shoot up to something like 90 feet in a year. Okay, most of the time I don't think it actually gets that. Maybe in the like bamboo forest it does, but you know, people who cultivate this or plant or grow it probably keep it trimmed down, but it does grow incredibly fast. But it has to put down that root system first. So I think part of this is maybe attending to our roots. That could be past lives. If your belief system doesn't extend that far, that's okay. It could be childhood. Okay, it was like attending to those particular wounds. Okay, healing the past. And it could be that whether you realize it or not, there's some wound there, some undealt with trauma or undealt with situation that's blocking you now. Okay? And I think that's a lot of what we've been doing this, like I said, the past few months, is just clearing those blockages, forgiving where we can, healing where we can, and this is just sort of reinforcing that work with, I think, again, the caveat I'm kind of getting is deep past. So again, past life, potentially, but if you're not comfortable going that way, then definitely early childhood. And something I've realized here the past week or so, and I'll just share this with you all as far as, healing and looking at things. Frequently, the boogeymen that we're sort of running from or that we don't want to deal with, that we're scared of feeling the feeling, whatever that feeling is, it's not as bad now. You got a kid inside you that's terrified of it. It's a scary monster in the closet, but the adult you knows that, it's not really, but that kid's still in there. So it's just like, oh, and you're feeling that kid's fear. It's like, I don't want to open the closet door. I don't want to face it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. And then when you finally build up the courage, you can pull it out. You're like, and it may still feel ick. Like, I'm not going to minimize that. It may still feel like, oh, what is this? But then you realize it's not a monster. It's just like a rat corpse or something, or it's some kind of like nasty, moldy, I don't know, something, and you're like, oh, this is so nasty, and you feel a way about it, but it's not nearly as intense or as strong as what it was when you first shoved it in there to begin with. And so you allow yourself to feel that, and it kind of dissipates, it kind of goes away. Again, it's getting to the point where you're willing to open the door. But I have frequently found, especially the last little bit, like once you do it, it's like, oh, ew, or, but then, okay. Helping us with this, and again, I feel like these things are sort of being tied together, receiving from angels. And again, whichever spirit guide, nature guide is most comfortable to you. Feel free to substitute that in. But I think we're being told, lean on your team in the unseen. Lean on your spirit guides. Lean on your angels. Lean on your nature spirit. Lean on the fairies. Lean on your deities. Whoever for support. Okay, and it says, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. And I like the fact that we're dealing with wings. Wings, that's air. Okay. And Aquarius is an air sign. So I feel like we're getting a little bit of that, right? A little bit of the air energy. But accept that help. Okay? Allow yourself to receive. And you may ask yourself too, it's like, is there something blocking you from receiving? Do you have any feelings around unworthiness or unlovability? I don't know if that's a word or not, but we'll use it. Or, where like, I don't deserve good things. Okay, you're having that kind of negative self-talk, and it's not even you, it's something that you've internalized probably from the past, right? Frequently those critical, hateful voices, or those negative images that we have of ourselves, they're not from us. We learned them. We learned them through other people. Okay, because where does your self-image come from? You're not born with one. You learn one. So this is saying, where can you allow yourself to receive this help, and that will help your healing. Okay. So, and following your bliss, and I feel like that's something we got to start doing now. It's like, yeah, it may be easier once we kind of heal those wounds and get past some of those blockages, but if we don't start doing this now, yeah, is it going to be worth it, right? It's like you can't wait till tomorrow, or you can't put it off till, I'll follow my bliss when I'm healed. I'll follow my bliss once I get out of college. I'll follow my bliss, after I have kids, after I get married, after I retire, after. If not now, when? Okay, this is a big, if not now, when? And it doesn't have to be this huge thing right this second, but you need to take the step. Okay, whatever the step is. And it's the same with the healing. It's like you may not be at the point where you can forgive, but take the step toward the healing. Take the step toward receiving. Take the step toward your bliss. I feel like we're getting a very clear message here. Get started. Wherever you're at, start there. But the whole point is to start. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. That's Lao Tzu, but I don't know that for certain, so don't quote me quoting someone else possibly incorrectly, but the point is the same. You gotta start somewhere. Start where you're at, and where you're at is okay. All right, the universe is leading you to where you need to be. You are being led. It is good. It is okay. You can, you're safe now. All right, it's okay to let these things go. All right, it's okay for you to receive love. Okay, you are deserving of love. Let me say that one more time. You are deserving of love. Okay, you are deserving of help. You are deserving of your best self. Whew. Got the feels there for just a second, y'all. My soul sings with joy. Following your bliss, my soul sings with joy. And I'm also kind of getting very clearly that kids do this naturally. They don't have to plan or make time. They very naturally just do what makes them feel good. Do what is fun. Play and create and laugh. And they're joyous. Okay? It could very well be, again, I don't feel like this is one of those things like you do this one and then this one happens and this one happens. It's not a domino reading. It's a weather forecast reading. So I feel like if you kind of go where you're at now, the rest of this kind of, it comes together. It falls into place. So if you can do one little thing to follow your bliss, then that may help facilitate that healing. That may help open you up to receiving joy, just like opening up to receiving help or joy. Either one, that works. So if you can open yourself up a little bit to receive, then that helps you even more it helps you to follow your bliss more. If you can heal just a little bit, then that opens you up to receive. It's like they're all kind of take the step that you can take in the direction that you can take. And there's three paths here, but they're all sort of converging on your best self, your healing, your transcendence, your evolution, however you want to think of that. Okay? So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please type them in the comments below. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. We will talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.